game number 2, the last game in tonight's Riot Duo Scrims. We find ourselves in Miramar, and match 2 will start in roughly 38 seconds. And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The plane will take off, and if we have a quick look at the flight path, it takes us over Monte Nuevo, Picado, Los Leones, La Bendita, Impala, Power Grid, Graveyard and Minas Generales. And here we see some teams dropping early, with team 14 and 13 going on the left side, dropping early towards El Pozo and the trailer park. We have teams 25 and 30 going towards the crater fields, with 45, 28, 44 and 41 dropping near to Los Leones. And here we go, looking at Riot Kitten now, who has managed to find themselves a Thompson. And follows Panda upstairs to the second floor. We have team 38 to the left at around 285. We have PML and Odinson inside the stadium. And it appears as though they've been spotted by Kitten there, with PML and Odinson moving towards the wall and Kitten holding back as PML crosses over with a grenade being thrown. And let's use the bird's eye view for a moment and have a quick look around, as we see PML and Odinson on the top floor, with Panda on less than 25% health, with Kitten on the top floor of the left side building, with Panda on the stairs using a first aid kit there, and now using an energy drink to recover the missing health. And with more shots being fired, with Pen Devious being shot at by what appears to be team 38 in the building at 245, with Zen Fault at 275. We still have teams 2 and 11 holding their respective buildings, and team 20 inside the casino, with more shots being fired at team 38, with Pencons knocking bra. And now grenades are getting thrown towards team 38. And as we look now, we have team 8 on the left side at south. We have team 38 at 250. We have Zen Venom getting general there. And we have John getting a kill on Squawks and Venom. And we now have Odinson pushing Riot's building here. He appears to be on the first floor at the moment, with Panda coming down a flight of stairs with Kitten. There is only one floor that separates them now, with more shots being fired and PML pushing in across, with Cons knocking Fault. And Riot and Sons of Odin going toe to toe, with PML knocking Panda, with Kitten coming up to try and revive her teammate, getting the kill on PML and Odinson. And now we return to Team 38 and Team 8, with Teams 38 low on health at the moment and Team 8 still holding their building at 190. And more shots are now being fired, with Snipes knocking Zen Wobbly with a Car 98. But I think we've spent enough time in Picardo now, so let's move over to Shrex at the moment, who is now fighting Team 37 and 17. And there we see Xena and Shrex getting a duo wipe there, making it 3 kills for Team 15, with Riot Wizard getting Rush on the left with an Uzi, and Gem Fitzy knocking Ghost with an M16. And there we see Jen Nick getting Ghost with a Mini 14 there, and Team 15 still have Team 17 level 1 nearby. But let's have a quick change of scenery now and go over to Team 40. And here we see Team 44 and 36 in San Martin, with Bra knocking Riot Kitten on the left there, with Gabster getting General, and Bailey holding a Mini 14. And Riot Panda knocks Fluffy with an Uzi on the left hand side there, and that is Panda getting the kill, with Kitten getting Queen. And we now have Vision Goddess jumping in, with Chazza B being knocked by Falling, and Jacko getting Proxy, with Chapel getting Bad Luck there. So it looks as though the bad luck has really hit him. And now we see Vision Goddess going up against Team 29, Ace Brennan, who is in the shed. Then manages to kill OG, with Adam knocking Death down Savage. And that is a kill for Chazza B with an Uzi, and Snipes grenading Riot. And Goddess manages to finish Ace Brennan, with Team 25 Jen Malice up ahead. And here comes a flare, which is what all the attention was about. And there Shrex gets level 1 Little Legs with an M24. And Riot Wizard knocks Bailey and gets the kill, with the Wizard also getting sniped with an Uzi, and she lets Little X with And there we see Gem Malice trying to knock Goddess before being finished off by Echo. And there we see Team 9 have managed to clear the area. So now let's move over to Team 38. As we see Zen Volt going up against Team 8. And Team 2 is still in the picture with level 1 Bunny knocking Cronus. And there we see Akram knocking level 1 Bunny and level 1 Bunny finishing off Cronus. And now grenades are being thrown, and if we return to bird's eye view, we can see Team 8 in the building at 120, Team 2 at 155. And Team 38 have now taken over the stadium. And there we've just seen Riot Kitten getting Devious with a knock, leaving Pencons the last standing member of Team 8. And Kitten and Panda are just coming across the building now on the top floor, whilst Cons revives Devious. And we see Kitten and Panda just up on the top balcony, with Devious being revived and a grenade being thrown across. And it looks as though Team 8 are now going to retreat slightly, with Team 38 staying inside the stadium and Team 2 holding the building on the top floor. And there we've just seen Jacko knock level 1 Bunny on the left hand side. And Chapel kill Raiden, with the play zone now taking part, with 26 stuck on the outside towards Campo Militar and Team 22 at water treatment. Now more shots are being fired between Teams 2 and 38, with Teams 8 in the building at 75 and I Don't Care getting Akram. And Kitten is knocked by Bra, with Panda shooting back. And Kitten moving to cover for Panda to revive. And Bra is now jumping off the balcony, coming across over the wall in a moment. And here we see Bra being shot at by Team 8. And now Team 38 take cover in the building next to Team 2. And there we see Vision Goddess finished off there. And Riot Panda and Riot Kitten are still in the building at 140, with Team 38 at 200, with Shreks getting Vision. and then Wobbly knocks Sniper with an Uzi, with Juicy getting the kill there. And we now see Pen Devious over at the Garage Motel. I do apologise, correction, he is on the stairs at Casino. And here comes Team 38 driving down with Pen Devious knocking Bra. And Panda and Kitten still on the top floor. And Zen Fault on the top floor in the building to the left, with Vision Floor being killed by Shreks. And now Zen Fault comes to the lower floors to revive his teammate, with Pen Devious choosing not to move as Pen Cons comes forward to assist his teammate, and Zen Fault gets the revive. And here we see Jen, Team 22, driving by in the camper van going towards south, with Pen Cons continuing to shoot. And as we take a quick look at the map now, let's jump over towards Team 28. And we are looking at Zen Kendall, who is scoping in on Team 7 and DK. And Panda gets Pencons there, with Bra getting Devious. And Kendall is still not firing at the moment. It seems as though at their current position they just wouldn't have a clear enough shot to get a shot that is worth it. But Kendall is now throwing a smoke. Why? I'm not too sure. It may be so that Kendall has a clear route to get towards Team 7, whilst not forgetting that by throwing smokes, it will make it clear to Team 7 that somebody is nearby, so they will now be looking in their general direction. You would normally throw smokes when you're trying to escape something, not normally when you're trying to push something. And now a Molotov has been thrown, hitting Kendall directly, and Kendall not being able to escape, and that is a knock by Gavstar on Kendall. Now, I don't know this for sure, but if the smokes hadn't been thrown, this stage of play may have played out a little differently. And we are now looking at Dark Slayer with Shreks getting a kill on Ryder and Zen Alex, who we saw a moment ago driving in a vehicle, with Shreks also getting Chapel and Jacko. So it appeared as though they were giving chase. And now it looks as though Dark Slayer is going to retreat. So whilst he considers his options, let's jump over to another team and have a look at Team 24, Susan Jacqueline and Daz Marshall. And we are watching them on the coast by Val de Mar, with teams 47 over towards Southwest 240. And Susan lying prone in the building at the moment. And as they are just out of zone, they will need to move shortly, with the zone changing in roughly 1 minute 45 seconds. And we are 18 minutes into game number 2. We have 36 players still remaining. This match is very much all to play for, and we will have the top ranking teams from game 1 hoping to maintain or better their placement. And at the moment we are looking at Team 24, who are opposite Team 47. And now we see Team 47 getting closer to Team 24. And Susan Jacqueline taking painkillers. Now, some of you may be wondering why boosts are being used when their health is full. This is just to strengthen their health. If they are getting shot at and they need to retreat, the boosts can recover their health whilst they are on the move. And especially with the blue zone nearby, it may help them move faster and reduce the damage inflicted by the blue zone. And the zone is changing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's have a look now at the zone with teams 23, 2, 30, 36, 24 and team 47 still to go, with Xena getting a knock on the left hand side there. With I Don't Care getting a grenade knock on Riot Envy, with grenades being thrown by team 24 towards team 47. And with team 24 having a vehicle, they may leave team 47 and let the blue zone do the work for them. So let's leave team 24 with their getaway and have a look at the map and go towards and in a moment we will actually see team 24 come into contact with team 36, who appears to be driving in the same direction to get to zone, but they do not appear to have noticed each other as of yet. With no shots being fired and Riot Envy getting Dark Slayer there, with Kayashi knocking Wolf and getting the kill. And here we go with Team 24 pulling up behind Team 36. And shots are now being fired, with Team 24's vehicle now smoking. And they now get out of their vehicle inside the zone, so it's safe for them to do so, whilst keeping in mind that Team 4 is just to their right. And there we see Xena knocking Riot Gavstar and getting the kill, with an M4 and Shreks getting Andy. And let's jump over now as we see Team 15 with 13 kills between them as they take position on top of the mountain, giving them an excellent viewpoint, but making them slightly vulnerable to players below. And now they are jumping into a buggy to move location and to loot their kill boxes. And we there see Little Vlad getting Chazza and L8 getting Envy, with Shreks and Xena moving towards the compound, with the play zone restricting in 25 seconds, with Team 10 over at south. Team 2 coming in from the right. And at the moment we are still with Team 15, who are holding the compound, with Team 23, the Gen team, fast approaching. And Gen Fish has been spotted by Xena, and Xena gets the knock there, with Juicy killing Adam. And now we see Gen Tequila on top of the mountain, with Xena finishing off Gen Fish. And more shots being fired with Riot taking aim at Team 15, with Panda finishing off Gen to Killer. And now Team 15 are going right for Team 10, with Juicy finishing off Bobby. And Xena is knocked by Tilted. And Shreks dies by falling. And we are now back with Riot, Kitten and Panda, who have sights on Team 10 but are now being fired upon by Juicy and Little Vlad from 245. And Team 2 find themselves out of zone, with the zone changing in 1 minute 15. And Susan Jacqueline gets the kill on Riot with Daz getting aims. And a big thank you to Matt for the lovely comment. It is much appreciated. And as always, it is a pleasure to have you with us. And now we see Kitten and Panda retreating, with Gem Fitzy getting Mel and Zen getting Zen Queen. And now as we look at the clock, we are 26 minutes in to Game 2. We are nearing the end with 16 players remaining. And with Vision, Killam and Tilted still in play, it is very possible that they are able to maintain their winning streak from Game 1. But it is not going to be without a fight, with Tilted getting poison there and Zen. And there we see Kayashi knocking Daz Marshall with L8 getting the kill. And there we see Susan Jacqueline firing back, knocking L8, with teams 2 and 10 well in zone. And Jen Nick knocks Jen Temp there. And we see Panda being knocked by Tilted, who are over at southeast inside the compound, with Kitten coming in for the revive and the play zone knocking L8. And grenades are being thrown but not doing enough damage, with Vlad getting Susan Jacqueline there. And as we have a quick look at the teams left in play, we have Kitten and Panda, we have Killam and Tilted, Fitzy and Nick, Juicy and Vlad, and Kayashi at the moment. And with the zone changing in 1 minute's time, teams 2 and 10, along with 30, 31 and 21, will all have to move in, with no teams currently in the zone, with teams 21 being the closest. And as we can see by looking at the map, there is some distance between all teams, giving them the perfect opportunity to work out their strategy for the final stage of play. Now, it may be a safe tactic whereby they stay prone, out of sight, and let the other teams do the hard work, or it can be a push and a hope for the best, whereby as long as your gun is firing, you're okay. And here we see Team 2, Panda and Kitten, shooting towards Teams 30 and 21, who are moving together into the stream, into the zone, And now we see Fitzy being knocked. We see Juicy being knocked by Panda, leaving Vlad and there we see Vlad finished and Panda finished by Juicy, and Kitten gets the kill on Vlad there, leaving 2 members of Team 21 against 2 of Team 2 and 2 of Team 10. with Tilted knocking Kitten, and Panda taking cover by a rock with teams 10 in centre zone. And there we see Tilted knock Fitzy with a grenade throw. And as we move over, we see Team 10 continuing to shoot at Team 21, who's taking cover inside a shed with Nick on the right. And as I mentioned earlier, it seems as though Panda is taking the safe route and letting Teams 21 and 10 fight it out amongst themselves. And now we see Killam knocked with Tilted going for the revive, and Panda moving to upper ground to hopefully have a good shot at them. But he will want to move quick as Killam has now been revived by Tilted. But as Riot Panda is now in zone, all he will have to do is push Team 10 back and let the blue zone do the most damage. And now smokes are being thrown with Panda just peeking over but not having a good enough shot. And now would be a good time to throw a grenade with Tilted and Killam being so close together, with Panda just at the top of the mountain there, with Tilted now moving over and jumping. And here we see them pushing, and it's Tilted knocked, leaving Panda to go up against Killam. And Panda gets the finish there. And there we see in first place is Riot with 12 kills, Vision in second with 6, Jen in third with 4, Juicy and Little in fourth with 6, Kayashi and L8 in fifth with 6. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. You have been watching Riot Duo Scrims, and all that is left for me to say is please take care, stay safe, and we will see you the same time next week. Good night.